In today's episode, let's read what Ayurveda has to say about dhupan, that is, fumigation or incensing at home. Namaste everyone, and welcome to Om Incense Show with DJ, a show that helps you increase your incense quotient. So if you are an incense enthusiast, consider subscribing. So today let's read what Ayurveda has to say about dhupan, that is incensing at home. And this is a research paper I'll be reading out from. So before we go ahead, you might just want to treat this episode as a podcast and let me give you company while you relax or while you're doing whatever you're doing at the moment. And so this is what we have to read today. It says Dhupan Karm, a review through Brihatrayi. The research paper is written by, there are 4 authors, Sahara Sreshtha, Swapnil Yashwant Chaudhary and Prashant Babanarao Bedarkar. So, sorry, 3 of them. So this is what they've written. So this was published in International Ayurvedic Medical Journal in March 2017. So this is what we have. Dhupan Karm, a review through Brihatrayi, Sahara Shrestha, Prashant Bedarkar, BJ Patgiri, Swapnil Y Chaudhary. And so they have written something about the Dhupan Karm. So let's read what it says. It says, Acharya Charak has classified Dhup according to their pharmacokinetic properties in wound management. In Vrana Chikitsa, 2 types of Dhup have been mentioned as Vrana Kathinyakar Dhup and Vrana Mrityudatakar Dhup. Ashtanga Sangraha has also similarly mentioned about types of dhupan. Fragrant dravyas like agaru and sara, like chandan, vijayasar, have been included in the Kathinyakar type. The second type is Vrana Mridutankar dhup, like ghee, vasa and majja. Benefits of dhupan include soothing vrana, that is wounds, creating germ-free environment and alleviating pain, discharge, odor and microorganisms. Fumigation creates an aseptic environment, kills microbes and thus prevents infection. Plants belonging to Kushtahar, Krimigna, Kandugna and Vranahar Gan have mostly been used for their antimicrobial properties. So these are all antimicrobial, antiviral, antibacterial and all those things. So minerals having sulfur compounds, harital, that is arsenic trisulfide, and manashila, arsenic disulfide, have been used. Animal products like hair, nails, horns, etc. have been used, where keratin is a structural component which contains sulfur. The sulfur present in these substances might play a key role in the disinfection. The use of excreta of different animals may have been used, as the smell of it may drive away major vectors of diseases like mosquitoes, worms, maggots and other insects. Dry animal excreta have also been used as a source of fuel. Animal excreta may contain combustible gases. Likewise, most of the dravyas have oleaginous substances like ghee, sarjaras to help in combustion. Sarjaras is it's a resin of a tree. Gugulu has been mentioned in 15 formulations, ghee in 41 formulations, sarjaras in 13 formulations, and excreta in 20 formulations. When these inflammable drugs are burnt, they release a large amount of energy, making it useful as a fuel for sustaining the flame, and may also help in dispersing the volatile compounds of the dhupan formulation. Almost all the dhupan dravyas have an inevitable source of combustible ingredient either as a potentiator or activator of the formulation. Gugulu has been used in a number of dhupan formulations. The volatile oil of Gugulu was found to be highly effective against Rhizoperta dominica, which suggested its role as a fumigant. An active compound, methylaminoethyl octanone of the methanolic extract of Gugulu gum possessed significant antibacterial activity against gram-positive bacteria and moderate activity against gram-negative bacteria. What has been mentioned in 23 of the formulations. The alpha and beta acerone of Acarus calamus is mainly responsible for the antimicrobial activities. Further, it has been established that beta acerone has high antimicrobial activity as compared to the alpha acerone. The leaf and rhizome part of Acarus calamus is found to possess the antibacterial activity. The methanolic extract of Acarus calamus showed the inhibitory action against the bacterial strains of Salmonella typhi, Pseudomonas aeruginosa, and Staphylococcus aureus. Neem has also been used quite often as one of the major ingredients in most of the formulations. Azadirachtin in the neem seed oil is a proven chemical for its insecticidal properties. In a study, Staphylococcus aureus showed high level of inhibition of 100% in 10 minutes and 50% in 5 minutes to the fumes of Azadirachta indica, showed maximum of 90% inhibition rate. This natural fumigant not only kills pests but also affects them negatively by acting as feeding and oviposition deterrents, mating disruption, inhibition of growth, etc. Some other formulations have added fragrant substances like chandana, ela is cardamom, etc. This may have been done to mask the obnoxious smell of some other pungent drugs and to provide a soothing effect on the brain and help in restoring mental and spiritual balance. Most of the formulations have been used for disinfection and removal of visha. Visha is toxin. The ingredients of the formulations have been incorporated in such a way so as to induce antimicrobial properties of the raw materials which help in eliminating disease vectors. For fumigation of ranagar, that is wounds, it has been advised to be given twice a day for 10 consecutive days to assure and maintain a sterile environment in operation theatres. Our ancient seers had also highlighted the importance of disinfecting clothes, bedsheet, etc. and mentioned dhupan formulations for the maintenance of health and well-being. Likewise, a number of formulations have been mentioned for the treatment of various grahas, so astrological issues. Dhupan formulations have been specially given for children and patients with psychological disorders and even for aparasang, that is mental illness. Besides, dhupan karm has been considered as an integral part of Deva Chikitsa and has been advised to be performed in Pushya Nakshatra in most of the psychological conditions. These medicinal fumes may help in tranquilizing and pacifying the patients. These may also have been prescribed as these patients are unwilling to take internal medications. Even for patients with jwar, that is fever, dhupan formulations have been mentioned a number of times as these are more feasible due to their nasal route of administration. Due to the qualities of its anticoagulant, vasodilator, anti-inflammatory, thrombolytic, thrombolytic and anesthetizing substances. They help in the treatment of urge as well. Brihatrayi consists of a variety of dhupan kalpanas aimed at deriving health, combating disease, and even purifying environment. These formulations have been used widely since long. The dhupan dravyas mentioned in the Brihatrayi have a lot of potential to manage different diseases and for sterilizing in an economical and eco-friendly way without developing any drug-resistant microorganisms. It is necessary to undergo detailed study to identify the bioactive chemical moieties of the formulations and establish their safety and efficacy profiles. Standardizing, characterizing, and marketing these dhupan formulations is the need of the hour to bring a natural and eco-friendly, cheap tool to combat microbes. So this is one of the paragraphs that I wanted to read out to you from the whole paper. I didn't want to read out the whole paper to you, but I'll be giving the link of this paper in the description box. So just in case if you are interested in reading it in a more detailed form, you might just want to check out the description box and just check all the, check the entire paper. So the paper is Dhupan Karm, a review through Brihatrayi. So this is what we had today. I hope you learned something from today's episode. And if you want to read the article, like I said, if you want to read the paper, just check out the description box. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you liked it, give it a like. And if you think somebody can learn something from it, share it with them. Until we meet again next, take very good care of yourself. Namaste.